By the way, America, we the media.
We don't manufacture anything in this nation anymore. We're a nation of finishers and consumers. We finish it so we can consume it. What is more important to the modern Western world? How we feel or what is objectively true? Have a good laugh. Leave your feelings at the door. Welcome back, good folks. Welcome back, ladies, gentlemen, to another installment of the Average Black Man Pod. I want to start us off with some inspirational words from the good brother Charleston White. Recently, he's been on an outstanding media run. Got to give him props on that. But he's also been sparking a fire within the spirit of your average black man. Let this brother have his word real quick, and we're going to jump right into it.
By the way, America, we the media. Yeah, fuck, we the media.
We are. You are. You got more views than CNN. You got more views than Don Lemon.
Well, that's why content creation is at the forefront of America right now. People who could create content with podcasts, platforms like these, because the media isn't telling the truth.
No,
it's pushing a narrative, and it's projecting propaganda.
Like the brother just said, the media is not telling the truth. That's why your average black man is here for you. We advocate for your average black man. The media wants to tell y'all what your average black man is, what he thinks, what he believes, what he posits. And we understand over here at the Average Black Man Pod that if you don't tell your story and control your narrative for yourself, somebody else will do it for you.
Listen up now. This is serious.
If you don't tell your story and control your narrative for yourself, somebody else will do it for you. Look at this, man. Goodness. They taking the piss out of us on this one for real. If this is something that China actually made, they just taking the whole piss out of the Americans. But this is what we did. We empowered and enriched other nations' economies, shipping out all of our manufacturing jobs.
And you don't care about anything but making money, you can move your factory south of the border, pay $1 an hour for labor. There will be a giant sucking sound going south.
We don't manufacture anything in this nation anymore. We're a nation of finishers and consumers. We finish it so we can consume it.
Pay $1 an hour for your labor, have no health care. That's the most expensive single element in making a car. Let's assume you've been in business for a long time. You've got a mature workforce. Have no environmental controls, no pollution controls, and no retirement, and you don't care about anything but making money. There will be a giant sucking sound going south.
We don't want to manufacture like that. No, we shipped all that out. Ross Perot was really trying to help us.
If the people send me to Washington, the first thing I'll do is study that 2,000-page agreement and make sure it's a two-way street.
And CNN, like my pops did, just say they did call him crazy for warning these massive conglomerates and corporations, hey, do not send these manufacturing jobs overseas. You're going to F the American people.
There will be a giant sucking sound going south.
You're going to F yourselves. It's like cutting off your nose to spite your face.
And you don't care about anything but making money.
It's nasty work.
I was not put on the ballot by either of the two parties. I was not put on the ballot by any PAC money, by any foreign lobbyist money, by any special interest money. This is a movement that came from the people. This is the way the framers of the Constitution intended our government to be, a government that comes from the people. Over time, we have developed a government that comes at the people, that comes from the top down, where the people are more or less treated as objects to be programmed during the campaign with commercials and media events and fear messages and personal attacks and things of that nature. The thing that separates my candidacy and makes it unique is that this came from millions of people in 50 states all over this country who wanted a candidate that worked and belonged to nobody but them. I go into this race as their servant.
Attitude reflect leadership, Captain.
99% America, this us? I don't get to see the whole thing. I get to see my corner of the thing. But is this us? Y'all let me know in the comments. Engage with your brother. Engage with your average black man. Is this us? Because if so, this is crazy. Moving on.
My mother was my mom and my dad for 18 years.
Why are we here?
Because you wanted to find out. And I wanted to find out as well.
What? If who's your father? So we're here because your mom couldn't decide who she wanted to.
Oh, shout out to Charleston White. Shout out to Brandon Jamal. Shout out to Accountable Commentary. Shout out to all the men who are standing on square, standing on purpose and saying, no, we're not going for this. We are absolutely not going for this.
We're here because your mom couldn't decide who she wanted to.
As abrasive as it may sound, is the brother lying?
That is not true. You are not to talk to my mother
No.
like that.
You're not going to talk about my mother like that. It's a deflection tactic. You're not going to derail this. Answer the question.
That's your mom. There's no denying that.
Okay.
Tell me what your father's name is. Okay, then. So we're not here because...
Right? This is the conflict with the younger cohort. Does the truth matter or do your feelings matter? Which one matters more?
A girl! Look at me! How could you say I'm not a girl?
I've been asking this question since I was a boy. I was asking which one matters to people more, their feelings or the actual truth?
We found a tumor.
She has cancer?
Technically, no.
So it's not cancer?
No, it's cancer. But he has cancer on his left testicle.
And I've gotten to a point of understanding. It's about what's convenient to whomever's, playing with it.
I don't have testicles.
She's not a guy.
What's convenient? Is the truth more convenient or is the feelings more convenient?
I don't have testicles.
She's not a guy.
His DNA says you're wrong.
And a lot of times we live in a feelings-based economy right now. A lot of times it's the feelings.
You've got male pseudo-hermaphroditism. See, we all start out as girls, and then we're differentiated based on our genes. The ovaries develop into testes and drop. But in about 1 in 150,000 pregnancies, a fetus with an XY chromosome, a boy, develops into something else. Like you. Your testes never descended because you're immune to testosterone. You're pure estrogen, which is why you get heightened female characteristics.
Dangerous. It's a dangerous place for a society to be at large. An excessively dangerous place for a society to be when they are holding a position that their feelings matter than the objective truth.
No, you're wrong. I'm a girl. Look at me. How could you say I'm not a girl? See, they're all looking at me. I'm beautiful.
High empathy plus low IQ equals feelings over facts.
Put your clothes back on. I'm gonna cut your balls off. And you'll be fine.
You know how your average black man get down over here. What is also diabolical, though, is the astounding amount of not just African-American women in general. The percentage of American women in general that have children by multiple men is like, what are we doing here, guys?
If I had to solve all the problems that face this country, and I could be granted one wish as we started down the trail to rebuild the job base, the schools, and so on and so forth, I would say a strong family unit in every home.
Moving on. Look at this. I'm about to mess y'all up with this one. Have a good laugh. Leave your feelings at the door. Because, bro, that is legit funny. Oh, my goodness. Gotta be kidding me, bro. They're like, yo. They're like, oh, shit. They're like, look at our friends, bro. Ah, this is beautiful, man. This shit would get canceled so quick. Oh, people be so offended. Folks would be burning down the headquarters of the building if this was to happen in real life.
Ja, wenn es so richtig chinesisch schmecken soll, Maggi-Fix für China-Pfannen. Mit Bambussprossen und der typischen Würzung. Fehlt nur noch das Fleisch.
Mit Maggi-Fix was Tolles zaubern.
I don't speak German, but I could only surmise that Shorty is saying, yeah, this shit super authentic. Shout out to Dave Chappelle. Make racism inclusive again.
So she came and stole the whole show.
Check this out, y'all.
How you doing, man?
Your average black man. This touched your average black man's heart. Literally touched his heart for real.
DeLorean, how you doing, man?
Doing good, man.
You got a 91 average, by the way. Very smart kid. Your ideas, big brother?
Yeah.
Oh man, it runs in the family, huh? Yeah. You guys very smart.
I mean, they just knocking it out. That mean they going to the schoolhouse and they just executing and exacting on the mission and going home. That's it. That's what I'm talking about. That's what your average black man is talking about.
First thing you're gonna get from Island Og is $100. All right.
Thank you.
Shout out to Island Dog. Amazing. Amazing. Imagine if the Exxon on Edgewood did this. Imagine if the stores on Candler Road did this. Imagine if the stores in College Park did this. Imagine if the stores all across this great nation did this. That's all these brothers honestly need right now. Young men are so disafflicted right now. A lot of these brothers don't grow up with their pops in the house. Not just talking about black and our community anymore. No, this is starting to hit our Anglo-American brothers. Oh yeah, we're gonna have the info, we're gonna have the data, the infographics and the data that can show the rise in family court cases and divorces and single parent households in the Anglo-American community in this country as well over the last 50 or so years. This isn't one community thing anymore. No one is a monolith. This is real. I used to say it when I was a little boy. The child support laws in this country are only going to change when our Anglo-American brethren start feeling the heat in their pockets too, and start to realize that it's not just a tool to just benefit them. It just doesn't work like that.
And you're gonna get an Island Og shirt. Wear this shirt, man. Greats for grabs. And if you like to play games, like I told Isaiah, you could go to my friend's Kickback Gamers Lounge. You play there for a whole week. You gotta wear the shirt and show them your report card at the same time. You get to play for the whole week.
Wow. So he's linking with other businesses in the surrounding area to encourage the academic advancement and development of our young brothers. He's rewarding it. He's saying, I see you, brother. I see you striving. It's simple. I see you striving. It's like a fist bump. Dang, I see you, brother. You squared away today. You looking sharp today, brother. I hope you knock it out the park. Or dang, brother, I see you put it down in that presentation over there. You went crazy with that. It ain't always got to be us against us. Your average black man will never support us being against us. That's why your average black man does not like street niggas. How dare you, bro? How dare you? Harm your own? That's weird. It's weird.
And go ahead, grab whatever you want.
All right, thank you.
This the kicker.
All right, Delirium. What else you want?
Oh, that's it.
No, man, grab some more stuff, bro.
He got some snacks and stuff, but he also got cooking oil for the house.
All right, come.
And now being offered the opportunity to grab more stuff, he gonna grab more stuff for the house too.
I'm gonna give you a bag. You put it in the bag, all right?
Shout out to this brother. Shout out to the Island Dog store employee. Shout out to Island Dog. Shout out to this community. And this is what brothers need. Y'all want to see brothers advance? Y'all want to see brothers get better and get better? Stop trying to beat the dead horse and lift your brother up. Lift him up. Snatching the weight down on the lateral pulls is easy. Pull that same weight up in the curl formation. Shout out to all my folks that be in the gym like that. Get y'all ass in the gym if you don't be in the gym like that.
Now pull me up. Pull me up. Oh my God. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's so much easier somebody to pull you down.
It's a lot easier to pull it down. Your average black man is here to lift these brothers up. Let's do it. This is the one. Shout out to this brother. Because everybody been asking your average black man, what you think about this Carmelo Anthony situation? What you think about it? What I think about it? Brother Charleston and I sound alike on a lot of things. I'm 29. I'll be 30 in June.
Austin Metcalf. You see the boy in Frisco stabbed to death by Carmelo Anthony?
Yeah. My heart goes out to the family. They trying to make this a race issue, and this is a right or wrong issue.
Facts. I was just talking to my father about this, telling him, explaining to him how, Dad, this is scary to witness, being where I am in life. 29, about to be 30. Why is it scary? Because it is showing me, it is showing the rest of the Western world that this is how people of this group, of this cohort think. This group, this cohort, whether you want to do the age, whether you want to do the group, the ethnic group, I don't care. But this is a glowing showing that people of this age cohort in this country believe that it's okay to do shit like taking weapons to school if you fear for your safety. No, that means that you're not properly integrated socially into society if you actually believe that. From my point of view, that's just my opinion. I'm no clinician or anything like that, but that's my opinion.
Okay, so no, real quick, I like where you're going on this because I'm not even trying to race bait or anything. People are making this about black and white, black and white. You see that they're trying to make this kind of like a Trayvon Martin kind of, you know, they're talking about it, but where do you...
It is. Trayvon Martin was an angry black kid that had to be sent to his father because he lacked discipline, grew up in a home with his single mother. Any well-behaved kid with manners that had respect of adults, once George Zimmerman approached him, whether he's right or wrong, as a child, this is an adult. You get off the phone with that fat-ass girlfriend you trying to fuck, you call your dad and say, hey, Dad, it's an adult around here to just stop me. He says he's calling the police. Rather than doing that, he had an attitude because as young black males in this country, we have an authority problem because we walking around angry, displaced from our father's issues, but we resent our mothers.
I can't say that I disagree. Your average black man actually can't say that he wholeheartedly disagrees with this. What's the statistic? How many young boys since the year 1990 have grown up with their fathers in the household? What percentage? Over here on the Average Black Man Pod, we're not just here to give y'all answers and tell y'all stuff. Go do your own research. Do your own thinking. Comment, like while you at it. Subscribe while you at it. Interact. We're going to read y'all comments. We're open to being wrong. We don't think we right about everything. Your average black man don't think he know everything. I don't think I know shit. I think I have a faint understanding of things, of certain things, very particular things. Not all things. Not nearly. No way. That being said, interact. What do y'all think about this? Because like I said, I don't think that this brother should get off on this. I don't think this Carmelo kid should get off on this. You don't take weapons to school. Any well socially integrated child is going to understand that. Any well socially integrated person is going to understand that. You don't take weapons to school.
That's true.
So we're a ticking time bomb. And Trayvon Martin could fight. So that's why I say you be careful approaching some of these young kids. What a 13-year-old will kick a 40-year-old's ass.
That's true.
And that's what happened in that situation. He underestimated this kid, and he was looking for trouble. But by law, he was right. And he was judged by his peers. So we can't say nothing once you're judged by your peers.
Well, what do you think's going to happen in this Austin Metcalf thing? You think he's
Metcalf ass go, well, no, that boy going
Carmelo
to jail.
Anthony's going to go to jail.
Carmelo going to jail. Because listen, you cannot bring a weapon to school.
Facts, like I just said.
Yeah.
So you can't say I was
what if he says self-defense?
There's no self-defense.
Your average black man has no legal counsel either. If you want to claim self-defense, that means one could surmise that the prosecutor could say, then that means that y'all believe that the entire hierarchy of the school with regards to conflict resolution was going to fail or failed. And you have to be able to prove that. You would have to be able to prove that the entire hierarchy of the school's conflict resolutions management system is just completely hogwash to the point where you tried to go that route ethically and it did not work out for you. And you have to be able to prove that. You're not going to be able to prove that.
There's powerful niggardry at work here.
These kids ain't integrated properly. They don't get their ass whooped. They don't get put on punishment. I thank God that my parents whooped our asses and put us on punishment. They used to tell us, bro, the shit you did up in here that got you the ass whooping and put on punishment, that's your punishment here. You take that out into the greater society, they're going to lock you in a cell or they're going to straight kill you. Your average black man has that understanding. People need to grow up.
Because if you are afraid the day before, where you have to take a weapon to school, why not notify your parents?
Facts. Like I just said, you're trying to tell me that you notified your parents and they didn't do shit, or they notified the teacher and they didn't do shit, or the teacher notified the administrator and they didn't do shit, or the administrator notified the resource officer and they didn't do shit, and now you felt like you had to take matters into your own hand. That's what you're trying to say in terms of getting off on self-defense with regards to this particular case? No, that's not happening.
Parents, you notified the school teacher. School teacher that's bringing these kids in here and resolve this issue is called conflict resolution.
Yes. It's going out the window, just like sex education. Out the window, just like physical fitness, real physical fitness. That's going to be a Patreon episode on its own. what the physical fitness standards were in grade school when JFK was president, in juxtaposition to what they are now. It is by design, ladies and gentlemen, and your average black man sees the chessboard on a multi-dimensional level.
We was taught in homes that has morals and values, you tell the teacher. Somebody fucking with you, you tell the teacher. Let the teachers know, so when y'all have an altercation, you're cleared and you're covered. Documentation beats conversation. So words of documentation just say this is self-defense.
Yes, it does.
It's a premeditated crime because you took a weapon in fear. Anticipating to use it.
That was premeditated, though.
And it's at a track meet. You getting ready to run track with other kids and you got a knife on you. No, man, you got to go to jail. You got to go. There's no, so when is it all right to kill the bully? I don't give a fuck what the bully did. He don't have a right to die.
No.
Facts. Be reasonable. That's what I was explaining at the beginning of my breakdown of this video in the conversation that I had with my father, and why I said it's so scary to be among this cohort, because this cohort is irrational. They raised by their mamas, a gynocracy. So they think feelings first, feelings over facts, and they crash out irrationally without a second thought, with no real professionalism, without any remorse until way later, if any at all. That's dangerous, very dangerous. And your average black man knows for a fact that there was a time, just in my childhood, we had more sense than to be on stuff like this, man. That wasn't that widespread like that. Come on, man. Come on. Folks was not crashing out like that when I was coming up in grade school, and I graduated in 2013 from high school. Folks weren't doing all that crazy crashing out type of stuff. Like, come on. This is why your average black man is an advocate for keeping the fathers in the household, keeping the household together for the sake of both the girls and the boys. They have to be integrated properly. Or you get them out here and they think doing shit like taking weapons to school is okay, rather than notifying you so you can escalate the situation to where need be necessary. That's crazy.
Man, that's why I say teach the kids how to deal with bullies and this won't happen. We're all not equal. Even in nature, you can be feeding a flock of birds. There's going to always be one bird to come in and take the food from the... This is nature.
Facts.
You cannot get rid of bullies. Teach the kids how to deal with them. Bullies build character. You go to work, it's going to be a bully supervisor, a bully co-worker. You cannot get rid of the bully.
And America thinks you can. Especially new woke ass BLM, the message. The message. Shout out to the critical drinker. The message. Not in the current state of America. No. The America my parents came up in, the America their parents came up in, and their parents came up in, knew that exact sentiment that Mr. White is expressing here. They understood this sentiment at great length. That's how they used to get down. They used to be like, yeah, brother stole your bike, and he right there messing with you, goating you, yeah, get out there and fight him. Bullies do build character. Early on enough, yeah.
Teach our children conflict resolution. Everything don't have to end in violence. But when you come from the black culture, everything is disputed in violence.
Yeah.
Another sentiment your average black man is not going to disagree with, especially when it comes to how we resolve conflict amongst each other. We're so hostile towards one another, brothers and sisters. Physically, mentally, emotionally, it's crazy. We have to stop that.
That is the problem, though. That's how
it's the culture.
That's the culture. That's how they solve. When you have a serious issue, they don't even contemplate trying to talk it out.
We teach a no snitching rule, right? So our kids are walking around with these mafia rules, codes, and ethics of the streets that's held over children about no snitching. So now I have to take a weapon because I don't want to be a snitch and kill another kid. Oh, it's a simple solution. Go tell the teacher.
Go tell. I used to be young and dumb and full of cum and use the expression no snitching, but I grew up. Had to. Your average black man grew the French toast up. Shout out to the Godfather. He grew up. Had to.
Tell your parents.
Yeah.
It's a simple solution.
I know, but
tell, motherfucker, tell.
Your average black man used to be one of my folks. No snitching, no telling. No, I'm telling. Calling the police. Much taxes I pay? Shit. Got me messed up. I'm calling on folks. Fast. As fast as I know they pull up to. Shit, man. All that money I know that's going to them. All them specialized units I know they got. Yup. I'm calling them folks. I ain't got time for you. Your black ass going to jail. You want to act out? Your ass going to jail. Your white ass going to jail. Your green ass, your orange ass, your yellow ass going to jail. You want to act out? You want to act like you ain't properly integrated out here in society? I ain't finna tussle, fight, argue, scream, curse out, any of that. I'm not about to do that with you. We gonna handle this like gentlemen, or we're gonna go our separate ways, or you get them folks called on you.
But what sounds crazy, I know it sounds so easy, but the thing is, even for the criminal, the guy that would commit an assault, if you stop him before he does the assault, then they don't have to go to jail as long. You know what I mean?
Man, this is not that kid's first time grabbing a weapon, because most kids who grab a weapon from the first time don't kill people.
Yeah, of course. You bring a gun a couple times before you shoot it.
And if I was being bullied and I'm in self-defense, even though he have an undeveloped brain and he's impulsive, why run?
I don't know.
Why get rid of the knife? You're showing criminal intent. Why throw the knife away where they can't find it? He wasn't found with the knife in his pocket. He wasn't sitting down with the knife in his hand ready to explain what happened.
Yeah. So, but do you think that he had some sort of predisposition to wanting to murder? Is that what you're saying? Is that
no. Children don't wake up to kill because they don't have the brain capacity, the brain development to say, I want somebody dead. Children are impulsive.
Yeah.
This was a tragic incident where a kid who don't have emotional intelligence acted impulsively because he comes from a culture that promotes, propagates violence.
Where is the lie, ladies and gentlemen? Your average black man poses the question, where is the lie? The music, the art now. That's why your average black man keeps spinning the clips of the olden times when we was at it. For real. The moment we sold out to gangsterism, gangster rap, all that, gee whiz, it was pretty much over. Why? Your average black man asks, why? Why did we have to go that route with it? Y'all let us know what y'all think. Why do y'all think the music went from the Isley Brothers, the Spinners, Sade, to Young Boy, and to all these other folks? Why? Why do y'all think that? Quick switch, huh?
Every day, all day, kill, kill, die, nigga, shoot, kill, kill.
What did I just say? What is promoted? Your average black man is not so irrational that he's going to overlook what this brother is actually saying right here, right now. What he is saying is the truth. Like the posit that I had earlier in the show. What's more important to this society? What is more important to the modern Western world? How we feel or what is objectively true?
So we're here because your mom couldn't decide who she wanted to.
As abrasive as it may sound, is the brother lying? Right? This is the conflict with the younger cohort. Does the truth matter? Or do your feelings matter? Which one matters more? It's about what's convenient to whomever's, playing with it. What's convenient? Is the truth more convenient or is the feelings more convenient? And doing the case by case thing is that experiment isn't going well.
You can't take this in and you lack training. You lack morals. You have to have a foundation of a value system to listen to this type of shit all day long, and you don't have no emotional intelligence where you've been taught to say, man, when you get angry, think.
Yeah.
Take a deep breath. So he was anticipating this to happen. That's why he had the knife, and we had this outcome. He didn't want to kill nobody.
I don't think he wanted to kill anybody. He almost kind of manifested it, though, just by his culture, him around it, having the knife. But accidentally.
I got a nephew that goes to school out there.
Mm-hmm. At Frisco?
Yeah, and not to paint this kid in a bad image, this is why I used to tell my son, because I got a house full of guns. Mm-hmm. And I saw my son on Instagram one time with a blunt in his mouth. He was 14 years old with my guns.
My dad would have killed me. I would have been gone somewhere. No, not my pops. Crazy.
I told him I better not ever see you because I'm trying to prepare this kid to go to the military. You don't, man, take that shit down. Because that imagery, you can't take it back. So here he is. He got a video. He got a photograph, whether it's a real gun or not. That image is gonna destroy him in court.
It is. They're gonna.
You better not go to Collin County, where it's a predominantly white area, where these law-abiding, upstanding citizens have a heart for this white kid who was killed with a twin brother, a mother and a father. Their pictures with guns show a hunting image. His pictures show a gangster image.
Yeah. And the court of public opinion is going to pick up on that too.
Gang sign. And you guys want to play the race card in Collin County? Chill out, black people.
Literally. What a message. Shout out to this brother, man. We got to sit down. We can smoke one. We can sit down. Your average black man is super interested. The man has some very, very valid viewpoints on the current state of affairs in the community. And he's out there working. He's out there doing it. Shout out to this, man. Shout out to this brother.
Let's make this about right or wrong, because you don't want to go to Collin County playing race. You'll lose.
Down there in Texas? Nope. Cut that out. They ain't hearing that. Right or wrong, right? Y'all know taking weapons to school is not. Come on, man. What are we trying to justify? What are we arguing for? I find myself arguing and asking that question a lot more. What are we defending here? What are we saying is okay? What are the MVPs? The morals, values, and principles. Shout out to my uncle. We out of here. That's it, y'all. Shout out to y'all. Like and subscribe. Get in the comment section. I want to know what y'all think. Y'all hear me and my damn mouth on this mud talking about all this stuff. I want to hear what y'all think. Y'all are what drive the show.
There is powerful niggardry at work here.